Hello, my name is Matthew Peterson, and today I'm going to be analyzing another jazz tune from the real book. Today's tune is called E.S.P by Wayne Shorter. I know it says it was written by Miles Davis right here, but he didn't actually write it. I don't know why his name is right here. It's kind of weird because I think in the real book it says that Miles Davis wrote other tunes like Solar, even though he didn't actually write Solar at all. So yeah, this tune is usually taken at a fast tempo. It's this fast swing right here. Um, Extra sensory perception. Yeah, Wayne Shorter tune. This is off of the album E.S.P. And yeah, it's kind of a special tune because it doesn't really use traditional chord progressions. Like you don't really see that many 2/5s. The chords are kind of loosely connected. They aren't really connected. Um, they're kind of all over the place. I don't know. It's just it's very not traditional kind of harmony. It's more like a post-bop kind of thing. And I think this is like a good a good tune that kind of represents the style of post-bop. Um, so the first chord is an E7 alt. So if it says alt, really, it can just be any altered version of E7. Like it could be, let's see, well in the melody it's like so that would be targeting that melody would be using the sharp the um the sharp 5, so that's augmented, E7 augmented. The melody also targets the sharp 9. So we could use E7 sharp 5 sharp 9. So we could use that version of E7 alt. That counts as alt. Or we could probably use E7 flat 9. Maybe that'll work too. I mean that also works. Or maybe just a normal E7. Normal E7. Actually no, normal E7 doesn't really work well. So I guess you could use an E7 sharp 5 sharp 9. That's an altered. You could use E7 flat 9. That's altered. You just use E7 sharp 5, I think. Yeah, so the sound is mostly kind of outlining in E7 sharp 5 or E7 augmented. So in the melody, it's kind of like this for this fourth kind of thing where so it's just all completely fourths. D, D, G, C. So E7 alt, I'm gonna be using an E7 sharp 5 sharp 9. Then the next chord is F major 7. Now in the F major 7, it's cool because we're still using the same notes. So that's kind of outlining the sound of an F major 13. It's kind of outlining the sound of an F major 7, like add 13, add the ninth or something. I'm not sure what the title is, but yeah, it's outlining that kind of sound. So E7 alt, I'm gonna voice it as a sharp E7 sharp 9 sharp 9 sharp 5 sharp 9. Then I'm gonna voice this as in F6 9. It's kind of outlining that sound, F6 9. So it's pretty cool what it does there with the melody. And so I guess I could treat the F major 7 as the one chord. So we're technically, even though this tune is atonal, I'm going to try to analyze it as if it does have a tonal center. So this F major 7 is going to be the one chord. And the E7 alt is going to be the 7 chord. 7 7. So 7 V I I 7. So once again, E7 sharp 5 sharp 9, F major 6 9. Pretty cool. So I guess in terms of improvisation, you could use. Actually, I'm not sure what scale you can use over the E7 alt. You could probably use an altered scale. Let's see, E7. So I think you could use an altered scale over that E7 sharp 5 sharp 9, which is kind of what's implied by the melody, the extensions that are implied by it. And then you could use an F Lydian scale. I think a Lydian scale will work most well over the F major 7. So yeah. Then after that F major 7, we go back to E7 alt, which is the 7/7 chord. This part's kind of special because we go from E7 alt, and then the next one isn't F major 7, but it's E flat major 7. So we're going down a half step. So so E flat major 7. That would be, if we're in the key, if we're treating it as if we're in F major right now, that would be the flat 7 major 7. So flat, can't write with my laptop, sorry. I'm trying my best. So flat 7, flat 7. Cool, okay. And what's interesting about in the melody is that it's targeting the flat 5 in the 9. So you could also just play, instead of a normal E flat major 7, you could also play an E flat major 7 flat 5, because that's kind of what's being implied there by the melody. So it's using the flat 5. It's using the A over the E flat major 7. So yeah. The next part is super weird and pretty out there. I don't even think it's. I think it's mostly. This is mostly. This part right here is mostly why this tune is considered to not have a tonal center at all. So the next one is D7 alt. So it's in the melody. It's like. So it's using a B flat. So I guess this chord, the extensions that are implied by the melody, and this D7 alt is a sharp 5 and a sharp 9. So D7 sharp 5 sharp 9. So that would be let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. That would be 5 7. So V 7. So first we have a D7 sharp 5 sharp 9. We could use an altered scale. If you're improvising, you could just use an altered scale over that D7 alt to E flat major 7. So it's weird because this is one of the older charts. I think this is from an older version of the real book. So this says an E flat 7 sharp 11. That's not the actual chord. That was a mistake. That's not what's actually played in the recording. So this is actually an E flat major 7, not E flat 7 sharp 11. So D7 alt. This is targeting the flat 5 of E flat major 7. So once again, you could either use just a normal E flat major 7, or you can use an E flat major 7 sharp flat 5 if you want to get fancy with it. So you could use either of those. So it isn't targeting the flat 5. So ba, 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 ba. ba 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 ba. So these are all mostly chords that we've used before. Use this. This is a 5/7. This is new. This is a 5/7. E7. Used that earlier. That's the flat. That is the 7/7. This F major 7, which is the tonal center of the tune. E flat 7. Well, this is actually an E flat major 7, not E flat 7. So I'm gonna play through it. I'm gonna play through, what I've gone over. So yeah, really interesting tune. Kind of, even though I'm treating it as if it's in the key of F major, it's very harmonically ambiguous. And I once heard um someone say that the tune is titled Extrasensory Perception. The reason why it's titled that is because it's it's like it is in the key of F major if F major, but it's highly ambiguous. So you have to kind of like really, I guess, I don't know. It's like you kind of have to really pay extra attention to what's going on harmonically. You have to use quote unquote your extrasensory perception if you want to see what's going on in the tune. So I don't know. That's probably why he titled it ESP. So the next chord is a D minor 7. So this is like the kind of the most harmonically standard part of the tune. So this is D minor 7. That's gonna be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be the 5 chord minor 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shoot! Wait, no, that's actually the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I made a mistake there. I made a mistake earlier. So this is the 6, 7. So I 7, VI 7, and this is just the 6. Simple. Then G7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. This is gonna be 2, 7. 2, 2, 2, 7. And then that G7 is gonna become a G minor 7. So that's just a 2 chord. And then we have the flat 2, 7. That isn't F sharp 7. That's once again, that's a mistake. This is from an older edition of the real book, but they corrected it in a later version. So this isn't F sharp 7. It's actually F sharp major 7. So flat 2, flat 2, 2, 7. So I'm gonna play this first part of the tune before I get to the second ending and explain what's going on there. This is the other part. So yeah. Um And it's the same stuff. Blah blah blah. And then this is for the second ending. After that F major, I mean, after that E flat major 7, this part's kind of weird. We go to D flat 7. So so in the melody, there's a G over that D flat 7. So that's kind of implying the extension that we'd use in the chord voicing. So we're going to be using D flat 7 flat 5. Even though it says sharp 11 here, I personally believe you can just kind of treat it at, well, actually no, that is sharp 11. That's flat 5 or sharp 11. So same thing, different name. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flat 6 7 flat 6 6 7 to C7, which is gonna be the 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's gonna be the 5 chord. Actually, I think that's the wrong one. That's the wrong chord. Actually, it isn't C7. It's actually G minor 7. So this is gonna be just gonna cross this out. This isn't real. That doesn't. It's not part of the tune anymore. Okay. So it's not C7. It's G minor 7 now. This is the 2 chord. I already wrote it down earlier, so I don't have to write it down again. That would be kind of redundant. To G minor 7. And this is a pretty cool part. You go the G D flat minor 7, so that's flat 6 minor to G flat 7, the flat 2 chord, which I wrote down earlier, so you'll need to do that again, to the tonal center, F major. So it's kind of cool because it's kind of like a tritone substitution kind of thing. So like, typically with a tritone substitution, it'd be G flat 7, flat 2 major, to F major 7. And so in this, instead of just using that G flat 7, resolving down a half step to that F major 7, we add yet like another weird tritone substitution kind of thing. So in the normal 2 for normal 2 minor would be G minor 7. Instead of using that, we're using the tritone of that. So instead of using G, we're using tritone away, D flat minor. So instead of G, we're using the tritone substitution of that. It's going to be D flat minor. Instead of using C7, we're using the tritone substitution of that. It's going to be G flat 7. So this is a normal 2 5 1 in G and F major. This is kind of the tritone substitution version. So that's pretty cool. Uh, so once again, the tune does have a key center. It's just very harmonically ambiguous and kind of weird. But it's super cool tune. Nice post-bop tune to have in your repertoire. Very cool. And Wayne Shorter, I don't know. All I have to say is Wayne Shorter is a genius. He's a great composer and a great player. So yeah.